How's everybody doing today? You guys ready to talk about some digital collectibles? I got some topics. But before we get this episode started, we need to do it properly.
It's official. You win.
How's everybody doing, man? I'm super excited because I got a lot of art happening this week. I have a lot of art going down this week, man. I'm super pumped, but I don't want to distract you guys with that. I want to get down to business, man. We're going to talk about it today. We're going to get into some topics. We are going to talk about some digital collectibles. We are going to talk about what's going down in the space. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about, please tag me on Twitter. Let me know through the DM. Let me know, and we will definitely get through it. Now, before we get this episode started, we need everybody to please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It is easy and it is free. It's easy and it is free. We're going to talk about pop culture. That's right, Quid. Quid is going out of business. They're shutting down. I don't know what is happening, but they are going out of business. So is GameStop. We are going to talk about GameStop going out of business, Quid going out of business. Now, allegedly, I don't know if they're going out of business, but apparently they're not doing any more drops and they're not paying people. So we're going to talk about that. We are also going to talk about the Vivi Fox video. She dropped the video a few days ago. We are going to go and take a look at it. Also, Superman Action Comic statue is being revealed in about 3 hours. That is right, in about 3.5 hours. And I'm super excited. We must have gotten a secret rare. Did we? Are we? Nah, I don't know. Did we get an epic? I don't know. Legendary? I don't know. I'm not too sure. We're going to wait and see and find out. Matt Gondik is dropping on Vivi. Congratulations to Vivi, y'all. Make some noise. They are only keeping 4 editions off the 20. That's still a lot. But still, 4 editions is still a lot, man. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And I need everybody to please hit that like button like you hit that buy now button, because you never know. It could be a secret rare. That is right. Hit that like button like you hit the buy now button, because you never know. It could be a secret rare. Now, before we continue, I want to show you guys. I am selling a poster. The Who is Digital poster. Now, I'm going to show you guys what it is. That is right. I made a print off the poster, off the digital art that we put together last month. That is right. And I only made 20 editions. Of this poster. So if you guys are interested in one, I already sold half of them. Half of them are already sold. Each one of these comes signed by me, and it comes numbered 1 through 20. I'm only doing 20 editions. 1 through 20. Each one is signed and numbered, and I'm never going to make any more. I promise you guys. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. You already know what time it is. Ooh. What's up, Prince? What's up, man? How you feeling out here, man? We are going to get into it. What is the first topic? Pop culture. Quid. Let's talk about that real quick, man. Let's talk about that real quick. I saw this yesterday. I can talk about it yesterday because we didn't have any time. But dear quid collectors, it has been an absolute pleasure to create digital collections for you over the past 18 months. Where's Quid at? Let me go to Quid real quick. Let me go and check this out. All right, Quid. Sign up, sign in. Let me sign in. Let me get out of here real quick because I don't want you guys to see my credentials. Sign in. Let me sign in real quick. I actually have some pieces on here. Oh, come on. They're sending me a code. Horrible. Oh, it's 047 0479. Okay, we're going to confirm that. We are in the building. Let me go and check out my collection because I know I do have some stuff. Flash pack of the day. Buy 49 cents for the flash pack. I'm not going to do that. So Pop Culture apparently has been dropping pieces on Quid. Pop Culture Collectibles Roadshow. Ooh, and these are the ones that I have. No way. Items 14 items. The Pop Culture Collectibles Roadshow. Let me see. I think I have a few of these. Oh, I do. These are all mine. I do got the Mona Lisa. I do got the Monaco. I do got the Mongolia, Puerto Rico. Oh. Guys, I might go to Puerto Rico this year. What? I might go to Puerto Rico this year. I'm not too sure. I'm going to find out. We are going to find out within the next few days if it's going to be a possibility. Actually, we're going to find out today. So I might go to Puerto Rico. If anybody's from Puerto Rico, let me know in the comments down below. Vintage stamps. So all the vintage stamps on the Pop Culture released on Quid, they're having issues, right? It has been an absolute pleasure to create digital collections for you over the past 18 plus months. You have embraced us from day one with open arms. I'm going to skip this. We're trying to get to the nitty gritty. They're going to start it off being PR, being media friendly, and they're going to say, hi guys, appreciate you guys. Tell us what you want to tell us. There he goes. Sadly, it looks like our tenure at Quid has come to an end for reasons that are out of our control. Quid has failed to live up to its obligations. Oh, Quid, you were too busy paying influencers. You should have paid your licensors. Oh my goodness. How are you not going to pay the licensors? Oh, that's crazy. Until we can ensure that we are being paid, they haven't gotten paid, we have no choice but to ask Quid to stop selling any of our primary packs and stop all secondary market transactions. What does this mean? If I have these pieces right here, am I not allowed to sell it? I can sell it. Open pack, 1869 declaration signing. I know that's the one I have. I know I'm special. Let me try to sell it. Let me see if I can sell it. I'm going to try to sell it for $5 for 6 hours post. I'm going to try to sell that. So Quid does not care about what Pop Culture has to say. Quid does not care about what Pop Culture has to say. I literally listed the stamp. So, they're being spicy with this one. You should not be able to sell that. So Quid has failed to live up to its obligations and has not paid for any drops since October 1st of last year. And so, you know what? When it comes to getting paid, I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going through something right now. Right now, somebody owes me some money, right? Somebody owes me money. And they've been owing me money for about, I want to say, a month and a half. Now, I'm getting desperate. Not desperate, but I'm getting restless. I'm sitting here saying, where's my money at? Why don't you pay me? Now, this person usually pays me a month later. So I do a job and they pay me a month later, right? Now, everybody is telling me, you should sue them. And I'm saying to myself, I don't feel like I have to sue anybody. Because technically, and I used to work corporate, technically, you got 90 days to pay your invoice. to pay your invoice, right? October, wait, when was it? October 1st. Oh, they waited 3 months. I was going to say, if it's within the 3 months, you really can't say anything, but it's been 3 months as of the 1st of January. October, November, December. That is 3 months right there. Somebody in the back end was probably saying to themselves, yo, before you say anything on Twitter, just give them till the 1st of January because technically that'll be the first of the 90-day period. Now, they probably said to themselves, you know what? Let's give them an extra week and then we're going to go nuts. So here it is. We have no choice but to ask Quid to stop selling any of our primary packs and stop all secondary market transactions. This also goes for our co-opt drops with our friends at Identity. It is beyond sad to see our nearly 2-year-long relationship ending this way. We had a lot of fun creating content for all of you. We sincerely hoped to build this into a thriving relationship with Quid, but Quid's actions have made that impossible. Now, I have a question, right? What happens to my pieces? What happens to I have some pieces on Quid. I have the Mona Lisa on here. Let me go look at let me go look at the upcoming drops. Let me see if they've stopped any of the they still got Star Trek. 8-bit Keiju, gift that they Identity. This is not pop culture though. So let me look at see if I can see pop culture. Pop's posters of past. Are they still selling these packs? I think they're still selling it. It is live right now. Oh, you can still buy it. You can still buy it right now. Tarot card 3 draw. Add more funds to purchase this item. Guys, you're still able to purchase. So they're not even caring about what pop culture has to say. What does this mean to licensors and collectors, right? I'm thinking about the collectors. What does this mean? If pop culture wants them to stop selling our stuff, right? Because technically I own it. Am I able to put it into the blockchain? Am I able to take it off a Quid? Possibly not. Probably not. But let me look into my collection. Let me go to my collection. There it is. My collection. Now, oh, do I got any Disney? Stop playing. I got Disney. Oh, I got part of a Little Mermaid. Trash. All right. Oh, I got a vintage poster right here. Oh, that's right. I bought these, guys. I got this as well. What? Okay. So I love my poster. What does this mean, Quid? What does this mean, pop culture? Am I able to take my stuff out of the platform now that you have issues with them? Is Quid gonna hold my item hostage regardless of what you have to say? Does Quid have to obey by your rules or our rules, right? Not to say our rules, but for example, if I have an item and I'm not able to sell it because pop culture doesn't want me to sell it, what does Quid have a responsibility to allow me to sell it, or do they listen to the licensor and say, yo, nobody's selling this for now? What happens to my stuff? Am I able to trade it? Am I able to sell it? Am I able to take it off the platform? I think this is very important to ask because my poster's here. I would love to have this poster. I would love to have this poster in my VVverse or in my spatial or anything, right? View listings, storyboard. I can't even take this out into the blockchain. I can't even mint this. Mintable insert. Ooh, no, digital collectible. Yeah. So what does this mean, right? What does this mean? Can somebody help me understand? So Quid is going out of business. Let me go back to this right here. Regardless, we hope to continue our relationship with you, our collectors. We started creating digital collectibles some 8 years ago with NASCAR as our first license. Wait a minute. Are they saying that we started creating digital collectibles 8 years ago? Stop it. And we'll continue to do so. When you say creating digital collectibles, does that mean blockchain or not blockchain? If you would like to stay connected, just send us your name and email address and follow our Twitter. Okay, I got a question. Let me go read the comments. Because I think the comments are going to be very telling. Let me go read the comments real quick. Let's go read the comments, the comments section. There it is. I know I'm gonna read some spicy stuff. First, let me. What happens to my items If I can't sell or pull out of the platform, are they stuck? By the way, I'm still able to purchase and sell on platform. Asking for friend. That's gonna be the new name of my next show. Asking for a friend. Okay, so let's go read some of these comments, right? Cavell Anderson, say it in so big dog. Ooh, Dr. O stuff, real Randy Savage. So bad. This is not a good sign for the digital collectibles market. It is not a good sign for the digital collectibles market. I agree. I think I have no idea what Quid is doing, but apparently Quid is having issues. I hope this gets worked out. I have collected a lot of your drops and really enjoy what you guys are doing. This needs to be addressed by Quid and give some clarity to the collectors on your platform that holds these items. That is very true, Slider. What happens to my collectibles? If the collector comes first, why did you stop secondary market sales? Exactly. That's what happens to my items after that. I fail in this new industry is never good. Props to Vivi for conservative, sustainable growth. Paul Barron, any chance you hold them accountable? Oh, how you gonna bring up Paul Barron? Y'all remember what Paul Barron was saying, right? Paul Barron was talking about Quid, how Quid is one of the top marketplaces or NFT projects or whatever it is that he was trying to call it. What happens now, right? Wait, I thought Vivi Fitch was one of the ones that dead. Oh, that's right, Paul Barron. Look at that Kevin Hart. Ouch. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. Wow, Quid, you guys suck big time. Okay, so, guys, what does this mean? What does this mean? Let me know in the comments down below. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, there's more. It has been an absolute pleasure to create cinema. Oh, wait. It has been an absolute pleasure to create digital collections for you over the past 18 months. You have embraced us from day one with open arms, starting with our very first Lucky Cat drop, the Todd Goldman. Oh, I thought I said Todd McFarlane. Helped us with great advice. What seems to be more quick with some collectors have done to journey. We had incredible fun. LA Comic Con. All right, yada yada. Sadly, it looks like our tenure. Okay, so this is it. This is it. All right. Wow. Quid is not paying their licensors. What a sad day. What a sad day, man. Come on, Quid. Just get it together, man. Just get it together. Just pay your licensors. Just pay your licensors, man. It's easy. I don't know if it's easy, right? If you have no money, it's not easy to pay to pay your licensors if you have no money. That's hard. That's hard. All right. So let's jump into the next topic, right? Let's jump into the next topic because we need to get into it. We are gonna jump over to the Vivi Fox video. That's right. Vivi Fox posted a new video, the year end or the year in wrap up. Is that what she called it? I'm not too sure. The year end review. The year end review. So let's go take a look at this video and find out what she is talking about. Shout outs to her. Yo, I really appreciate her content, and her content is always number based.
It's been quite a while since I did my last video, but I just released the VV 2023 year in review update on my newsletter, and I thought that I would just make a quick video update to go over the numbers with you together. For those of you who have been following me for longer now, you remember that last year I also did the yearly update for 2022, just looking at the kind of evolution of the usual statistics that I follow on my channel.
420.
So I think the end of the year always is a good opportunity to just go back and look at the data and see what were the main trends or challenges that the year presented. So that's what I also did for 2023. And of course, I think it will come to no surprise of those who follow me.
You know what's funny? I know Vivi doesn't have the daily users like that. I know that Vivi does not have the daily users like that. So when you try to sell something, it doesn't sell. But for some reason, when something good comes around, we seem to get everybody back, right? If it's a trash drop, we're going to see 1,000 daily users, 1,200, 1,500, whatever the number is, right? I have no idea what the number is. I'm just making up stuff. But as soon as we get a Grail comic or a good drop, it's impossible to get something and the market is flying, right? So it's like nobody wants to use Vivi unless it's a good drop or a good item, and then everybody comes back. So just to keep that in mind, right?
That 2023 was a challenging year for Vivi, especially when it came to their user engagement and also attracting new users.
2023 was a horrible year for Vivi. It was one of the toughest years that they had to go through, right? And this is only year 2, year 3, guys, so get ready. Vivi had a very tough year, last year with the prices, the OMI, the MCP, the Viviverse. I mean, there's a lot of things that everybody was waiting for that never came. And it was a great opportunity for everybody to FUD. I think that this is going to be a good year because at this point, people are just happy with what's happening, right? For example, I bought a Betty Boop on drop. The price is half price right now. I haven't looked at it. I haven't gotten mad. And I noticed that. Last year, I was getting mad. I was like, oh, I should have waited. Oh, I should have waited. Now, I don't even care. Bro, I don't even, if I put any money on Vivi, it's almost like, yo, I pretend that's gone. It's almost like I'm going to smoke that. I'm going to eat that away,
Something that is definitely reflected in the data. Especially those of you following me on Twitter as well, now X, and have been following my kind of monthly market pulse updates. Of course, there were some good months, but mostly we saw a continuous downward trend when it came to our active users. However, when looking beyond just the active user stats and digging a bit more into the specifics of the user engagement on Vivi, we will see that not everything has been totally bad this year. So, without further ado, let's
get bullish. Let's go. I love this, y'all. I'm excited.
The Vivi 2023, a year in review. Let's start with the really bad trend, which again should be to no surprise.
The active wallets.
Our average monthly active wallets, they saw a continuous decline over the year. Although we had a slight rebound over the summer months, you can see that the main trend was pretty much declining.
And you know what? When I look at this chart myself, right? I think during the end of the year was when we were putting in the less money, right? Because you got the holidays, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got all that stuff. So maybe people are spending less money, but we got 32,000 active wallets down to 17, right? That's the highest point, February of 2023. Now, is this year going to be the same? Or it's like, as of during Christmas, everything was pumping a little bit, right? Now, we don't know where stuff is at. Todd Batman went down almost 200 gems. So is this year going to be the same thing?
And
is the Vision Pro going to change anything? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious.
Especially scary when we see that the average monthly active wallets compared to last year is actually down 84%.
Wow. 84% of active. I get it.
That might sound really, really shocking, but just to remember, last year numbers were also highly skewed by the early cohort of 2022. Remember that around April 2022, KYC was introduced. So basically all the period prior to that, we had a lot of these unwanted users on the platform, a lot of bot accounts and whatnot. And they definitely got flushed out of the platform, at least the majority of them.
And a lot of people decided not to do KYC. I personally know some people that had Vivi and were going for drops. And as soon as KYC happened, they just never stopped looking at the app. I have a lot of friends that I got onto Vivi, and they only downloaded Vivi because of me. And once they had to go through KYC and it became a little bit more complicated to onboard people, they probably have never looked at the app since. And I'm pretty sure that they've deleted the app. I don't think that they're still holding their items. So, I could see KYC really diminishing the amount of wallets. Also, people were using multiple wallets. So when KYC was introduced, people had to narrow it down to just using one. So I think that has a lot to do with it as well.
And
which I see no problem with that. If you go through KYC, whether it's one account or 10 accounts, you still got to pay taxes on whatever accounts you have. So I don't see why you can't have 2, 3, or 4 accounts, Possibly, you might want one account for comic books. You might want one account for collectibles. So I wonder if that's going to change. I know that them having multiple accounts is not something that they want, but I think that we should be allowed to have multiple accounts. Why not?
Was definitely
I still got to go through KYC. You still got my social security number. You still got my ID. So regardless, if I have 3 accounts, it's still one social security number.
Reflected in the trend of the user activity. So that explains why we're down 84% compared to last year. And yeah, the same we see with the new active wallets. Actually, it's a bit worse because we see a decline in 98%.
Wow, 98%,
And
yo.
again, we had a pretty much downward trend with some months that were performed a bit better compared to other months. However, while in January we still had approximately 1,500 new active wallets on Vivi, it actually dropped down to merely 382 in December, which is, yeah, pretty sad. There's no other way to put it. So, yeah, the average for the year was 862, again, pretty much down from last year, where we also, again, had this queue from the first quarter of 2022. So I think this is really the main challenge, has been really the main challenge for Vivi, and will be also the main challenge for them this year in 2024. Clearly, marketing and attracting new users and also retaining.
And I wonder if the marketing is working. You know, I wonder if Vivi's marketing is working. Um, I know that they've been marketing on Instagram, on Facebook, stuff like that. I don't know if that necessarily is going to bring new people onto the space. I think that the Iron Man, the gold Funko, was a great start as far as really being able to onboard people. I just don't think that people understand what digital collectibles are. I think that when it comes down to it, I don't think that the regular person understands what a digital collectible is. I don't think that they understand that you could play with it in augmented reality. You can control it by pressing buttons. I don't think they understand the 3D aspect of putting a space, something digital in your physical space. I think that that's going to be a wave. So I don't think they fully understand that concept. So when we had the 18-inch gold Iron Man Funko Pop, when people went over to the homepage to order that piece, they didn't even have a video of the Funko in augmented reality. And then in the description, it says it comes with a digital collectible. How are they supposed to know what a digital collectible is? I think that our job, or Vivi's job, is to really, instead of trying to bring people because these are NFTs and you're going to make money, maybe we should make the augmented reality features more appealing. I think that we should be having more contests with the augmented reality features. I think there should be a contest every week. I mean, look at how many collectibles they're withholding every week. They could do giveaways every single week, augmented reality giveaways every week for the next 52 weeks for the next year, where there's going to be an augmented reality giveaway. So that way it gives people the incentive to make videos in augmented reality, because I think that if we're going to onboard people, that's the way we're going to be able to use it, especially if there's any type of utility to the augmented reality. Everybody wants utility on the collectibles. Oh, does this give you access to this? Does this give you access to that? But I'm going to tell you what a better type of utility is making the augmented reality features fun. Developing a technology that's going to onboard people. For example, I was at the grocery store and I was playing with a Lamborghini in augmented reality, and I was driving it through the lanes. And this is going to sound crazy. I made a video about it. I never posted it. And it was, I put cereal boxes in the floor. I know, I don't care. I put cereal boxes in the floor, and I was driving my Lamborghini through the cereal boxes. Now, I was recording it, and I was trying to put it on the internet, but I had no sound effects. Every time if the Lamborghini touched something, I would like to hear a like a crash. Maybe the Lambo stops. Something more interactive, something more functional when it comes to the augmented reality. I think that us being able to take pictures next to the items is good. I think that if you're able to display your item in augmented reality using the selfie camera will be a good step. If we're able to use the augmented reality feature, the AR features on Vivi, using a selfie camera, we can possibly put the item behind us and take a picture. The problem is that when I use the feature in AR, I can't take a picture with it. I have to take a picture of somebody else with it. So something like that. I'm loving the animation and the augmented reality, but yeah. Anyways, as far as marketing goes, if we were to use the augmented reality features, I think that's the best way to try to approach it. Make more videos of these things in AR. Okay, let's get a Super Bowl commercial and have Cookie Monster cooking breakfast with the kids, making cookies for the kids, have Big Bird skating with the kids. You know, those are actually two of the best collectibles, but I digress.
Users on the platform. I know they have done a lot of things in 2023 a lot of new features, a lot of new type of drops. So we definitely see that Vivi is trying to bring more exciting stuff and concepts in general to the platform, but still it doesn't seem it has been enough yet. However, we don't know what goes on behind the curtains, and we don't know what's the strategy.
Another thing that I thought about was David, you went on to that interview with Meta Mona, and it was so frustrating to watch that interview. It was the most frustrating thing in the world to sit there and watch that interview. Not because Meta Mona did a bad job, but because David Yu and the team dropped the ball. David Yu, well, the podcast was like a mainstream podcast, right? So if you're going to go on a mainstream podcast, why is it that when you're talking about the digital collectibles being more than just JPEGs, all we see is JPEGs on the camera? I think that the Vivi team needs to have collectibles in augmented reality lined up. So when David Yu or somebody else goes and talks to anybody, they have assets. They have a bunch of videos of the AR feature and the augmented reality to display, because he's doing an interview and he's talking about being more than just JPEGs, but all you see is a JPEG on the screen. And that was so frustrating to me. I was like, wait a minute. We have the AR features. How come nobody decided to put a video of the AR features while he's talking? And I get it, David Yu, let's get the team together, man. Let's get it together, man. Come on, let's get it together.
So, and that's pretty much with the bad news, because now, as I said, if we dig a bit more into specifics of the user engagement.
Shout outs to Meta Mona, by the way. Shout outs to you.
We will see actually some positive trends. So if we move on to, and I will get myself out of the way here. If we move on to month-over-month churn, which basically means a user that has been active in 1 month that does not return the following months. So this is contrary to what would be retention, month-over-month retention, which is a user active this month is also active the next month. This doesn't mean that a user that churned does not mean that the user never returned like in subsequent months. But this is still a metric that is quite interesting for short-term user behavior. And actually, we have seen that the average month-over-month churn.
This means that if a user is active in 1 month, he returns to be active the following month, emphasizing on loyalty. And I think that these are natural numbers, because it makes sense to me, because everybody that's left at this point, if you've been using Vivi for the past 2 years, you're here. You're not a casual user. You're a degen. If you're still using Vivi today and you're still active in the space and you're still going for drops, you're a degen. If you're using Vivi today, this month, you might use it next month, because if you're here by now, you're already a user. You're already a degen. So shout outs to you, man, because I'm one of you, man. Come on, stop. Let's stop
in 2023 was 33%, and it is down 34% compared to the previous year. So this is actually a really good sign. And although we saw that at the beginning of the year it was quite stable, we did see a slight uptick at the latter half of the year. And my guess is that it was probably due to less appealing drops during that period. Especially in September, we saw September was one of the worst months for Vivi. And November, I guess it's pretty much has to do with the Comic-Con in October, and that just shows that a lot of users that came in during Comic-Con did not stay on Vivi or were not active again the following months in November. So that's why we see pretty much a peak here as well. But we have seen that in December it dropped back again, so this is a good sign. I think if we keep this metric around the 30, or if Vivi even manages to lower this rate, then we are on a good way. Next, if we look at the net accumulation, for those of you hearing net accumulation for the first time, it's basically just taking the purchases plus the mints minus the sales of a single user. And this basically reflects if a user is stacking new collectibles or selling off collectibles. So in 2023, we had an average net accumulation of 4.3, and this was 22% higher than the previous year. That means that the users that we have now on the platform,
there are less flippers. There's less flippers. I'm one of those people, man. I'm one of those people. She's talking about net accumulation, right? Compared to last year, compared to 2 years ago, I'm selling way less. Like, I'm not even selling things right now. At this point, I'm just keeping everything I got, because it's almost like it's too low to be selling. I'm just buying.
platform are actively growing their collection and more so than they did last year. So this is also highly positive to see that on average users are actually continuing to stack collectibles. Of course, this is an average. So we still have users that sell off their collection, and then of course we have our whales that actually buy hundreds of items within one single month. So that's why we can look at the distribution by net accumulation. So we have the net positive accumulation. These are all the wallets that within a month had a net positive accumulation, meaning they purchased more items than that they sold.
Wow. So that's pretty cool. Less people are selling, and it's not time to sell right now. So it makes a whole lot of sense, right? Net zero accumulation. So yeah, most people on the app right now today are buying and not selling. That's awesome. That's
Then
good.
we have
That's good.
in red the net negative accumulators. So these are all the users that
50%, like more than 50%. So like you're buying more than you're selling. Awesome.
in 1 month sold more items than they purchased. And then we have the net zero accumulators, and these are the ones that actually hold a balance of zero. So all items they bought 1 month, they sold the same month. And here we see a really positive trend throughout the year, because we see that the percentage of net positive accumulators actually increased during the year, while the net zero accumulators, so these are mainly the flippers, they decreased throughout the year. And this also highlights that actually the user base, although it's shrinking, it's becoming more of a collector user base rather than a flipper user base. Next, we can also look at our high net accumulators, aka our whales. So here I just filter out users or wallets that accumulated more than 100 items per month.
Wow. More than 100 items per month. I mean, that could get pretty pricey if you're just buying collectibles, right? More than 100 collectibles a month. I wonder.
Percentage of those wallets is relatively small, it's less than 1%. However, it is up 55% compared to last year. So we do have much more dedicated collectors on the app than we had last. And
So we're basically, yeah, that's what it basically is. The more dedicated collectors are sticking around, right? I think that, I mean, the best case scenario for all this to turn around, the crypto space, digital collectibles, the economy is in a better place, and everybody that's here now, 5 years from now, it's probably gonna still be here. I have a feeling that most people that are here today are gonna still be here in 5 years. Who knows? At the it just I would like to see the space be in a better place, and I think that the people that are sticking around now really, really love it. I think that if you're here to make money, you probably left already, right? What do you guys think? Are you guys here just for the money? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you here for the collection aspect, for the collecting aspect, right? Are you a collector in your heart? Are you a collector at heart, right? I think that's what they were trying to say, collector at heart. I think that they made it to where you have to be a collector. I mean, David, you has said that he's intentionally bringing the prices down. He said that in the Matt Gondek interview, I believe. So if you are intentionally trying to bring the prices down, maybe the mission is to make everybody lose so much money that you are forced to only buy what you like. So if it all goes to zero, you're still going to be happy. Are we getting programmed to shop differently, or are they weeding out the flippers, right? Because by now, if you're a flipper, you're not around. If the people that are around right now, you really love comics or collectibles, right? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Or are you here just for the money and you see the opportunity and you're stacking anyways, even though you don't care about collecting? Right? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you ever get your Superman Action Comics #1 collectible? Yes, I did actually. I got it. And how did you get #1? We don't even know yet, Bruin. We don't know what we got yet for another 3 hours. Yesterday, I was trying to take an AR picture with Elsa, and it would snap the picture, but wouldn't save it on my phone. Seems like they are having AR feature problems. For the most part, and I'm gonna reply to Chombafet as well, Charlie D. Thank you for that. I agree. Once people get better phones and technology is more mainstream, it will be more appealing to them. I think that as of right now, everybody's phone is able to see something in AR. I don't think your phone needs to be like a super good phone for you to use the AR features. I think that most phones today can use the AR features. I just don't think that it's appealing enough. I don't think it does enough. Just taking a picture is not enough. It needs a little bit more than just that. Unless, and you remember how we had how we had how we had those girls, like, you remember back in the days when all the teenage girls used to take selfies and they had like little dog ears and they had like a dog nose. You remember that? That is enough, right? People love taking selfies. So if we were somehow able to use the AR feature with a selfie camera, which is doable because they did it with the dog ears, then I think that'll take it to the next level. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I think it needs a little bit more, but the AR features was what we need to focus on. We need to focus on the augmented reality feature. Everybody, try to make it a mission, and I've been doing this myself on my channel. I've been trying to post all my shorts, actually. All the shorts on my YouTube are videos in AR. I've made it a point to, like, if you look at my shorts, I got this Betty Boop. It did 2,400 views. Most of the views on my channel are these pieces in augmented reality.
I got my Betty Boop digital collectible. I am so happy with how she looks.
That's a beautiful
I
piece
got
right there.
my
That's a
Betty
beautiful
Boop
piece.
digital collectible.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I am so happy with. I saw the Red Hulk
Look at
celebrating
that.
New
Look at
Year's.
how cool that looks.
I saw the Red Hulk
And you know what? I had to add the sound effects though. I added the growling of the Hulk is really him, but the sound effects of the fireworks, I had to add that on. And you guys, I got editing skills. I know.
I saw the.
I had to add to it because when you do the AR, you can't record your environment.
Yay!
Yo, look at that. Look at how cool that looks. If you had a bunch of kids riding around, I mean, this could definitely be it, man. This could definitely be it. All right, let me go back into this video, man. I don't want to get distracted.
And again, we see a bit the trend that the beginning of the year was much stronger than the latter half of the year, but we also see this uptick in December, which is quite promising. So yeah, if Vivi continues to grow this statistics, so if we continue to attract like these high net accumulators, these whales, or these committed collectors, this is also a very positive sign. So another thing I looked at were regular wallets, and this is just a concept that I adapted from the mobile gaming world, so to say. And this looks at wallets that have been active at least once in a month, 7 days or more in a row. So that means these are wallets that they have made at least 7 days in a row a transaction on either the primary.
Wow, a transaction 7 days in a row. Am I doing transactions 7 days in a row? Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are doing a transaction 7 days in a row. I definitely open the app every day. I think I open there might have been a few days, but no, not really. I think that I open the app every single day, at least once. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you open the app at least once a day? Right? I'm going to put a poll out there. Let me know in the comments down below. Give me a 1 in the chats. Give me a 1 in the chats if you open the app at least once a day. Let me get a 1 in the chats if you guys open Vivi at least once a day. Let me know in the comments down below. Oh, there's no way. Give me a number. How many transactions do you do a week? And I'm not talking about going for a drop. I'm talking about you selling or buying an item in the aftermarket. Because I think I buy items in the aftermarket every week, for sure. I think that every week I at least buy one item. I have a feeling that that's what it's like. Because I do go for drops. At least once a week I go for a drop. Let me know in the comments down below if that's you. There's definitely been some weeks last year, I could probably count them in one hand. How many weeks I went without going for a drop. Possibly like 5 tops. But for the most part, every week I was going for a drop. Now, buying in the aftermarket, I was definitely buying stuff in the aftermarket. And I was definitely selling stuff in the aftermarket. But I think that last year, I bought more than sold. This year, it's only been 19 days. I've definitely been buying more than selling.
your secondary market 7 days in a row. So these are really like high engaged users. And again, so here the percentage is close to 5%, which is not bad. And it is up 20% from last year. So even though we have a small user base on Vivi, this core user base is much more engaged, which is totally a good sign if we can keep that trend or even grow this engaged user base. Lastly, and this is something I didn't look at last year, but I wanted to include it this year, is the buyer-seller ratio. So buyer-seller ratio just means the number of unique buyers on the market divided by the number of unique sellers. So of course, in each transaction, you have a buyer and a seller. However, you have one wallet that has sold 5 items and 5 wallets that bought these items. So then you would have like 1 seller to 5 buyers. So the buyer to seller ratio actually tells us like how strong is like the market in favor of buyers or sellers. And here we also see like a super positive trend. Although the monthly average this year is quite similar to last year, we do see like a significant upward trend like throughout the year. We started at 0.8, which means a seller-dominated market, and we closed the year at a 1.2, which is a buyer-dominated market.
Nice, nice. That is very good to hear. A buyer-dominated market is good. You know, more people are accumulating, more people are stacking. In the marketplace, there's more buys than sells, right? And I think that because in the beginning of the year there was better drops and the active users were more, people were probably running around trying to sell stuff to buy stuff. So I think that's going to skew the numbers as well, right? If there's a good drop, everybody's going to sell stuff just so they can have enough money for the good drop. So it almost cancels itself out. It's almost like the amount of additions in the marketplace and the price. The more people are selling, the more the price goes down. So it's almost like the jigsaw, right? If there's good drops, there's going to be more people selling. The less good drops, the more people hold because there's no reason to sell. There's nothing popped off. For example, if they were to drop a Wolverine next week, an animated Wolverine, one rarity, animated, everybody's going to go crazy, especially if it's scarce. You're going to see that everybody's selling everything to try to get that Wolverine, right? So yeah.
This is a really positive sign, basically because you can think of it in terms of supply and demand. With more demand, prices usually go up. So more buyers means more demand. If at the same time we have less sellers, so less supply, this means we can expect the prices of our items to go up. So I'm really excited to watch how this will evolve now in this year 2020.
It's so cool how you could tell she's really into this and into like seeing the patterns. She's really all about the numbers and the graphs. I really enjoy her videos, man. I really enjoy her videos because it gives you a different type of perspective, right? We are looking at it from the perspective of in the moment most of the time. We're in the moment, what happened yesterday, today, what's coming next week. She's over here looking at the numbers and watching this evolve yearly. And she puts it out here visually for us to sit and like really get a perspective and a real sentiment of what's happening, right? So yeah, I really appreciate these videos for sure.
So now, what can we learn from this? Looking at the data from 2023, we've seen that Vivi is definitely facing some serious challenges, especially when it comes to attracting new users and retaining users. And it's definitely something that needs to change in 2024 if Vivi wants to be a serious player like in the digital collectible space.
Imagine we ended this year worse than we did last year. You know how we're worse off this year than last year? We need to get new users. Imagine this continues. And I'm pretty sure that this is the case for most projects. I don't think that this is exclusive to Vivi, that Vivi's not working out. I think that a lot of people are leaving the space. And I think that all projects are suffering, right? And I think that they suffer enough to where they might go out of business. They might suffer enough, and some are going to survive, right? Because this is going to turn around, guys. Everything's a cycle.
We definitely need to grow, and I'm really curious about what measurements Vivi will take to address this issue and to start growing. Well, but beside from that, we did see that there are some promising shifts actually in the market from the decrease in the churn rate.
I think in order for us to grow, we have to attach ourselves to physical. I think that it's too early to think that somebody's going to jump into the digital space without being able to find something that they understand and can relate to. I think that comic books, I think that comic books, statues as well, right? Even with the 18-inch Funko Pop, we just talked about that. Something like that, but could bring on new people. Something like the 18-inch Iron Man could bring new people onto the app. But it can't be once a year. It has to be every week. Every week, it has to be a collaboration between Vivi and Funko to where every time that they drop a Funko, they drop a limited edition digital or something like that. And it has to be consistent. If somebody that's into the physical world sees something digital once a year, they're not going to take it serious. If they start seeing it every week, oh, this one's a digital. Oh, this one's a digital. Eventually, they're going to say, what is this digital stuff? Especially if they see the video in augmented reality. Play with your toy in AR. A lot of people buy toys and they can't enjoy them. They have to take them out the box in order for you to enjoy them. They can't keep it in a box. Having the digital version gives them a chance to play with it without pulling it out the box. There's ways to promote this, but they have to understand it, right? And in order for them to understand it, you just got to put it in their face. And you have to put it in their face every week. We can't do a collaboration once a year doing Comic-Con and think that that's going to be enough. No, we need to do it every weekend, at least once a month. If we can do a collaboration with Funko once a month, dropping 12 collectibles in a year, and each one is attached to a digital, maybe that's going to be something. After the first year, we'll do 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, we're going to have a collectible. And then after the third year, we can have it every week. I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. But just like when I buy a physical comic book, I got physical comic books, right? And when you buy the physical comic book, it says digital content included. And every time I look at that, I think to myself, oh, wow, that'll be funny if it actually was a digital comic. Watch. Oh, come on. Oh, where's my... You got this comic book, right? Oh, this one doesn't say it. Oh, trash. All right, it doesn't matter. Most comic books, it says digital content included. It would be cool if they understood, if they were to go, if they could scan their comic book. Imagine you could scan your comic book and then you get the digital version, and that happens to every comic book dropped. I mean, is that out of the realm of possibility, bro? Is that even that hard? Is that, I mean, they already did it with Addiction. They should have a comic book department doing that to all modern books. If you guys think that the comic books we're getting right now are trash, just wait until they start catching up to the real world and start dropping. In the real world, they drop a lot of comic books every week, and a lot of them are not that valuable. And eventually it's going to be like that on Vivi. We're going to get comic books every week that nobody's going to want. All the grails are dropping right now, guys. Mark my words. All right, let me just continue this, man.
To the positive net accumulation and growth in regular wallets. It all shows that the user base that is currently active on Vivi is more resilient and more engaged, and are definitely more dedicated collectors on the app now compared to last year. And I think that's ultimately also what was kind of Vivi's goal. They really wanted to flush out all these bad actors on the app, all those speculators, flippers, bots. And I do think they did a pretty good job to achieve that, as we saw in the data. Of course, there will always be flippers, but flippers is
everybody's a flipper. Everybody in here is a flipper, man. If you say you're not a flipper, you're probably doing it wrong. Everybody buys to collect. But eventually, the reason you collect and it's a collectible, it's because it's valuable. And knowing that one day you can turn around and sell it, that's where the value comes from, right? That's where the value comes from. Now, guys, I get it. I'm gonna take 1 second and I'm gonna let everybody know that we got physicals, right? I got physicals of this poster. If anybody is interested, shoot me a direct message on Twitter. I only have 10 left, and there's only 20 editions. Each one is signed, and each one is numbered. And each one is signed, and it's a physical. It's 16 by 24 inches. I only got 20 editions, $60 each. I'm going to include some original art, and I'm going to include some stickers. If you are a Kid Arcade holder, I think it says 50 USD. Oh, yeah, it is 50 USD. If you're a Kid Arcade holder, it's only $50. So, and I got the print right here. I could actually show it to you guys. So, yeah, we got a print made. If you guys are interested, you guys got to hit me up on on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter, and I need to get the payment by Sunday because I'm talking to the printer. I'm actually digitizing this again because there's some things that I want to fix on it. I just got the sample in. I just got the sample, and I'm doing the order on Sunday. So if you guys want one of these, there's only going to be 20, each numbered and each signed, and I'm going to include something extra in the package for y'all. There it is right there, y'all. Guess who? Well, I forgot what this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what this collection looks like as well. All right, let me see. Boom. I know. Pretty cool. All right. And this is the collection right here. This is the collection right over here. The Who is Who digital. If you guys don't know, I dropped this piece. Only 100 editions in the digital world. That's right. You got all your favorite collectibles. Go to my Twitter if you guys want this poster. I'm only making 20, each numbered, each signed. That is right. All right. And guys, I'm also gonna do a giveaway of one of the physicals to a Kid Arcade holder. As soon as I get the package, I'm gonna do a giveaway. All right. So hit me up, y'all. I only got 10 left. Actually, I only have 8. I sold 2 earlier. So I only have 8 left. All right. I only have 8 left. All right, let's get back into it, man. VV Fox, what do you gotta say? Let's wrap it up, Fox. Let's wrap it up.
A unique phenomenon on VV. I mean, I think everywhere in the collectible world, you deal with flipper. If it's like Nike shoes or I don't know, any limited edition sales going on, there will always be people that try to take advantage of that. So yeah, we won't get rid of those entirely, but the data shows that Vivi made a commitment to make that app more about collecting. And of course, I'm pretty curious to see now with the upcoming bull run in crypto, how Vivi will position itself. Because
oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was gonna say this earlier, but I don't want to seem like a futter. But is Vivi ready for the bull run? Because the crypto space seems like it's positioning itself to start running, right? Is Vivi gonna follow the trend? A better question, is Omi gonna follow the trend? Let me know in the comments down below. Is Vivi ready for the bull run if it comes tomorrow? I think that if we get a bull run tomorrow and we get a lot of new users, the app's gonna crash out. I don't even think the app is ready as far as the support and the technical support of it. I don't think that's ready. Oh man, we'll see. We need Omi to have some type of utility. Stop playing. If the bull run comes and Omi doesn't have utility,
it did kind of distance itself from like the blockchain crypto NFT topic. And I think they did it with a reason. So it will be very interesting to see if they will be able to capitalize on because it did kind of distance itself from like the blockchain crypto NFT topic.
Vivi did separate themselves from the crypto NFT topic. If there's a bull run, is Vivi gonna try to attach itself to the blockchain again? Let me know in the comments down below. They stepped away from the crypto space when Coinbase was facing it was going to court for the crypto space. Vivi was stepping away from it. Is the crypto space going to feel a certain type of way about that? Let me know in the comments down below. If Vivi turns around and says, yo, wait. We are blockchain. Look. Do you think the crypto space is going to look at Vivi and say, bro, you had your chance to back us up. You actually decided to step away from us. Why should we respect you? Do you guys think that's a possibility? Let me know in the comments down below. I have to know. I'm asking for a friend, right? The crypto space is like that. People stick together. Now, if Vivi allows you to buy NFTs or these digital stuff with crypto and there's crypto payout, then it doesn't matter what it doesn't matter what you think, right? It doesn't matter what you got to say because you can just buy it with crypto and sell it with crypto. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Do we need crypto pay-in and crypto cash out in order to be accepted or to be involved in the crypto topic? Let me know in the comments down below. Are we ready for a bull run? Let me know in the comments down below.
And I think they did it with a reason. So it will be very interesting to see if they will be able to capitalize on the next upcoming NFT hype, which I'm pretty sure will come again with the next crypto bull run. So that's everything I got for you for this update. Please let me know in the description below what your thoughts are on this data. How optimistic or pessimistic are you for this 2024 and Vivi? And as always, if you
How do I feel about Vivi? How do I feel about Vivi, right? Optimistic, pessimistic, which one is it? Choose a side. Line is on the sand. Left foot, right foot. You know, I think that this year is going to be very telling. I think this year is going to be very telling on what's going to happen, right? I think that this year is really going to set the pace. I think that Vivi has taken long enough. Sorry, I was reading the comments. I buy and sell almost every day. Depends on the vault I'm building. I just read something funny, but I'm going to start from the top. Ledges, that's right, Ledges. I love your PFP, man. Appreciate you for joining us. Good morning, Master Kid Arcade. Good morning, Master Jimboli Lingo. Hinano, I'm a dolphin. You know what a dolphin sounds like? Like this. That's a dolphin right there. LOL, I am doing it wrong. You are, Bruin. Love that poster. Glad I got one. That is right. That is right. I want it. I want one too. Oh, that's right, guys. You guys want the poster? The poster's cool. The poster is super cool. I mean, I'm going to put mine on a frame maybe this weekend, and I'm going to flex it. The last day to order one of these posters is Sunday, guys. And whatever, I saw, there's only 20, and I already sold 12. So if you guys want one, you guys are going to have to let me know in the comments down below. What's up, Arcade? Did David call you to say if he landed the McFarlane Superman yesterday? No, he hasn't called me yet. But David, if you're watching this, please give me a call and let me know if you landed the drop. I will send money now. Bruin88. And you get to pick your mint number, right? You get to pick your mint number, Bruin. You get to pick your mint number. Whatever it is, whatever is the right move, Vivi will do the opposite. LOL. Still love them though. Facts. Not ready for a bull run, and Vivi is most probably the only app dealing with that many huge IPs. They have to try and please everybody, which is a crazy task. They have to play it safe. They do have to play it safe. And we also got to keep in mind that all the lawsuits with crypto last summer, all FTX, Coinbase, the FCC, the SEC, all that stuff that was going on, I think that they had a good reason to step away from the crypto space in that sense. But I think that if the masses are going to come into the space, it's not going to be because of the crypto space. It's going to be because of the digital collectible space. If you start offering people digital collectibles, if companies start adopting this, I don't even think that is the people that need to adopt the technology. I think that it's companies, because everybody will follow whatever the company they love or like or the lifestyle they associate with. They'll do whatever they, for example, if Kanye West dropped an NFT album, everybody's going to be into NFTs next week. If Kanye West's daughter, if Kanye Northwest, if she comes out playing with Elsa in augmented reality with her sisters, and you see Kim Kardashian dancing next to Felix, Fix-It Felix, I mean, it just all depends, right? It all depends. So, I just don't know. But I think that this year is going to be very telling. Especially because the Vision Pro is coming out. There's a lot of different tech companies, right? Last year, we saw a lot of companies taking Vivi's IP. Not even taking the IP, but using it. We got Cryptoys using Disney. Cryptoys got Star Wars, right? Pinnacle got Disney. They got Star Wars. So I think that whoever makes it the most fun is going to win. Whoever makes it the most fun, whoever can create a video game to where you can use your NFTs or your digital collectibles, that's going to be who's going to win. Whoever makes it the most fun, and how many companies are going to adopt the technology? I think that every company is going to adopt the technology. Just like how every company had to have a website in the early 2000s, everybody had to have a website. You weren't an established company unless you had a website. It's going to be like that in the future. Like every company is going to have some type of relationship with the blockchain or digital collectibles. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.